Hello. Happy weekend, all. How's it going? Haley, thanks for being first, I think. The second? First? No, first. Thanks for being first. Athletics, thanks for being second. Lacey, what's up? Oh my god, yeah, just as I get all cozy in bed. Yeah, be cozy in bed. Settle in. I'm up for a while, so we're streaming. But what's up, friends? Happy weekend. Hope everyone's doing well. You're actually second, but didn't know it was a thing. Hey, now you know. Now you know for next time. I gotta see if I can get Ghost Chat to display over this game because I just had to restart my computer for a Windows update and didn't set it up. Toggle vanish. Where is it? K-Pasol. Doesn't even look like it's open, dude. Anyway, yeah, we're playing a new game today. It's called Inkshade. It looks a lot like Inscription, but it plays nothing like it. I've had my eye on it for a while. I'm very excited to play it. I started playing it off stream, mind you. Also, I tried recording some of it for YouTube, and it crashed OBS earlier. Uh-oh. Can't have that. But yeah, Inkshade. It's like a tactics game. It's not a card game at all, like Inscription is. It's just aesthetically very similar. You exist in like a mansion with a guy who's like the playmaster, you know? And you have to, whatever, play by his rules, so to speak. But yeah, it is a lovely little game so far. I'm excited to keep playing it. However, I need to do that. Okay, sorry. I like having my chat on screen where I can see it. But yeah, this game's like super like resource intensive, it seems like. So I have everything turned to like performance mode, no shadows, no anti-aliasing. Like everything under the sun is turned off because I'm worried that it's ruining my computer. But other than that, it's a lovely little game, and I'll tell you how it works or teach how it works as we go. But basically, you exist in and run around a cabin, and you have these little pieces that are like tactical units, and you bring them with you, and you try to take out other units in different little battles, and then as a result, you get other units, or you get currencies that let you beef up your units, and you want to go on little excursions, 3 different directions with different enemies and stuff, fighting different bosses, trying to collect pieces to an airship or something. I don't know. The lore is something else. But yeah, that's the game. Thank you all for being here. Tony, hey yo. What's up, Ming? Hope you're done work and it's midnight. Haley, hi. Thanks for speaking. Hope everyone's doing okay. I'm gonna dive right into the game because I want to play it. That's how things work. I'm not supposed to be over here, though. Let's dive in. You are what? Done working? I hope? This isn't Dead Zone Rogue. Why does my title say that it is? You know there are better floorboards than the one you keep choosing as a headrest. Oh, I guess I fell asleep on the floor. My bad. Yeah, so welcome to Inkshade. This is our game master. I have the brightness turned up so we can see that he's got like a beard. He also has 4 arms. Oh, this used to be accessible to me. I touched it too much, so he moved it away. That gave me an achievement. Also, if you fuck with this chest enough, he yells at you over and over and you get another achievement. So I've already done both of those things. I've touched all his stuff too much and he's gotten mad. I'd be grinding Zone 3 because I loved it so much. I gotta play that on stream soon. If you want to join me on stream this weekend, we can run it one of these days. I gotta play another game this weekend too for Dare Drop. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Tomorrow or Sunday. Whichever makes more sense. But yeah, so let me take you around this area. So this is our play table. This is where we do all the things. This is our game master, like I said. But we can walk around this cabin doing stuff. I can tell you all the things that I've done so far. It's been quite a few. Firstly, there are these doors that I don't know how to get through. They have little eyeball keyholes. Don't know how to get the keys for these, but I've noticed that directly next to them are these suits of armor that look at me when I turn away. It's like, see how his eyes are glowing? If I turn away and look back at him, well, we're making eye contact now. What's up, buddy? I don't know what to do with that information, but there's this guy next to this door, and then I unlocked the basement. If we come this way, there's another door right here, but there's a basement here. I found a nice little lantern that lets me go into the basement. And there's another suit of armor guy right here next to this door, and he also looks at me when I look away. You can open up different cupboards and stuff. I've already done that in here, so we've already got all the extra monies and pieces you can find, I think, through most of the cabin. This lantern I had to find somewhere. Also, I found a lighter that lets me light candles. There's a box up here. I don't know if anyone wants spoilers, but there's a box here that only opens if you light these candles in a proper sequence. And the answer is right over there. You see this assortment of candles. On, off, on, off, on, on. We do on, off, on, off, on. The box opens. And this contained pieces and some money. So yeah, this has some like contextual puzzles, the way that like Blueprints did. But obviously you have a lot more freedom of movement in this than in a game like Inscription. I was able to open up all these little drawers before. They had little monies and stuff in them. They're all empty now. What else? There was some stuff on this table before. But basically, all the stuff that you're finding are these little guys. They're little attack units that you bring on your excursions. The little symbols above their head indicate their stats. So this guy's got a lot of stats, so I'll go over them here. The little boots indicate spaces of movement, so this guy can move 3 spaces. The target is range, so you can attack 1 space away from him. He has 3 health, that's what these little dots are. He can block 1 unit of physical damage, that's what the shield is. When he attacks, he does 2 physical damage and 1 magic damage for a total of 3 damage. So this is the magic symbol, and these are the physical attack symbols. So different units have different ranges and different damage and health and stuff that they can do. But that's the breakdown. There's also magic resistance, but I don't think any of my pieces have magic resistance to show what that looks like. But these pieces that are waiting in the wings are not being taken with me on my journey. These pieces down here are. Which I think I accidentally swapped out my wretch. Yeah. So anyway, when you wander around this cabin, you find these pieces, and if you come to this board, you can power your pieces up. So I've done a fair amount of piece leveling thus far. The ones with red on them on the bottom are the ones that are currently being taken with me. For example, here's my wretch. I've been stuffing points into the wretch. Also, I have points to use right now, so I guess I could put magic resistance on my wretch. That's a thing I could do. Would I like to do that? Sure. Groovy little sound to go along with it. What else can we do? We'll put some more health on him as well. And we're 1 point away from more health. But yeah, so this is a bit of a roguelite, as in you have a progression system, or like a meta progression system, where you can do runs and get currency and then come back out here and beef up your units, which kind of feels a little bit, you know, meta progression always feels kind of weird when you have those types of systems, because what's stopping you from just doing a bunch of baby runs and beefing up your pieces and then steamrolling everything? But I'll tell you, even with enhanced pieces, I've come nowhere close to beating a run. Also, there was a unit in there, like a ranged unit or something, hence the arrows. I've never seen another creature who was so compelled to touch everything. Yeah. So if you touch literally everything in here, he seems to get upset, and he'll tell you little stories from across the room. Of course, touching things is how you discover what can happen to them. Like these pictures, for example. If you touch a picture, it falls off the wall. If you do that all around the room, this is the first one that's kind of indicative of this. You can find stuff. So I went through naturally and knocked every picture off the wall. Found some little goodies and people and money and stuff. There's pictures over here you can knock down. One of which reveals this thing I can interact with. Also, OBS just like unloaded my what's it called? My peripherals. So my stream might crash. I was trying to record this game earlier and OBS just like vanished on me. Just shut down, shut off. So if that happens, we might just switch games and play something I'm allowed to stream, because this game, even running at like lower stuff, seems very labor intensive for my poor computer. Fine for now, you let me know. Thanks. I'm sure you won't be alone when everyone freaks out if it goes away. But yeah, so that's everything I've done so far, and I don't know if there's much else I can do in the cabin at this point, so we have to just keep going on runs at the game table. Say more than uh-oh, I hope so. So yeah, we have 3 paths we can go up. I was like, you need to take your computer out back like Old Yeller and get a new one. I know, it's getting kind of old, and I haven't been taking the best care of it. Somebody pick for me. Should we go left, middle, or right? It really doesn't matter to me. It should, but it doesn't. And I'll explain why it should as we go along. Leftly. You got it. West again. Do you miss the sound of the sharpest knives screaming past your ears, grazing on the hair on your flesh? Grazing the hair, whatever. After a single step into this route, you spot a crow staring down at you. It is unmoving, unforgiving, but you pay it no mind. There are acolytes to kill. Sure there are. Alright, so here we are. This is the tabletop. These are the people we have to kill. If we click, or if we hover over any of them, we can see their abilities and stuff. So at most we have 1 magic damage coming out and 2 normal damage coming out from this guy. Of course, if I'm given my wretch, he's gonna lead the charge because he's super beefy. We've got villagers that have a lot of damage, and actually a decent amount of health, so they can get some jobs done. With these guys that deal 2 magic damage, it's also pretty strong. And we have an archer that can deal 2 damage as well. So if we lock in our starting pieces, we can dive in. Now, again, all of these pieces have been buffed by me, which is why they're coming along for the ride. A lot of pieces don't have the stats or whatever that these pieces have. So, we just move our pieces and attack their pieces. That's the name of the game. And it looks like I'm gonna do quite a bit of damage on my first turn here. And then they have a chance to come and attack my pieces. Unfortunately, I didn't realize both of those pieces were in range of this. Whenever you lose a piece, they die for good. So, or rather, they are removed for the rest of the run. So even though I have, you know, that ranger or whatever again, he's not going to be present for the rest of this run unless we find another ranger. Now, certain cards I don't think you can find again, or certain characters I don't think you can find again. Like, I can't find a second wretch, unfortunately. But acolytes and villagers and stuff you can. So we're making our way toward the start point's casing. We're trying to assemble a sky ship, I guess, an airship. So if you go through each of the 3 paths, you get different parts to make an airship, I guess, a la Pikmin or something. So as a result, we get to pick from these units. We can either get an acolyte, 3 movement, 3 health, 1 damage, and 1 range, or a knife thrower, 3 movement, 3 range, 1 health, and 1 damage. Or I could take nothing. That's what clicking on this X would do. I guess I'll take an acolyte. I don't really want my group of people to be too bloated, otherwise I won't be consistently presented with ones that I want, like my wretch, for example. But for now, we only have 5. They think that this spike pick could stop anyone, and so you attack with confidence. Right. So, again, the most damage coming out is from this guy, who will deal 2 physical damage. The rest of these guys are kind of nobodies. When you hover over units, you can see how far they can attack and move. So by default, this guy can move 3 spaces, then attack 1. So that's what that looks like in all directions. All the yellow spaces are places they could attack. So if you're within their range, like if I place a unit here, this guy will be able to attack them or see them. But we get to go first. So that's all well and good. We want to be able to kill all the units that are nearby. Ideally, I would shoot this guy, but I don't think I have anyone that can deal 3 damage from range, unfortunately. My villager might be able to walk around and hit this guy with his 4 movement. But that'll have to be after they attack me, which is no good. Also, I don't have a ranged unit anymore, so I can't hit this guy relatively easily. I guess I'll put my wretch here. He can block both physical and magical damage, so if this guy tries to attack him, it'll just plink right off of him. My villager has the most movement, so I'll put him in the back. Sacrificial acolyte coming to hang out, and we'll put out an occultist as well. And actually, I think I'll switch their positioning. And now we start the battle. So if I go within 2 range of this guy in any direction, we can kill him. My wretch can also waltz up and kill this guy. Now, if I do so, I'll be within range of this guy, who's going to deal some damage to me, but I think I can take it, so we'll go ahead and bait that out. And then all these other guys are just kind of chilling, so we'll just kind of move up with each of our pieces in advance. Now this guy's going to come and... Oh wait, they're going to kill my acolyte. No! Okay, he was a sacrificial acolyte as it stands. Steam just like refreshed. Uh-oh. Computer does some weird stuff when I'm playing this game. Anyway, we march on. And I guess we'll let this guy confront the knife thrower. So we'll just bop each of these guys. And then my wretch will come up here to support, I guess. The shiny gold space, if you make it to the gold space and you survive the attack, as in not all of your pieces die, you can end the battles early without killing everyone. Otherwise, if you kill everyone, you win. So we killed everyone. Despite the chaos you brought with you, after leaving the area, you notice a pair following you. There's just enough in your food supply to add one of them to your crew. This happens after every battle. There's also a money system here. Every time you kill people, you get money, and every time you survive a battle, you get some money, depending on how quickly you did it. I don't really do it all that quickly, so we don't get money from quick success. And I want to go to as many of these treasure chests as possible because they're free money as well for upgrading our units. Here I think you recruit another unit. Here I think you can sell a unit. Here is just a lore spot. These are each battles. If I go here, I'm going to have to do 2 battles in a row and then go somewhere I can't see. If I go here, we can take the money and have a break and go. I think that's a mystery spot right there. But I think I'm just going to go to the right and see what we are faced with. The sickly, acrid smell drew you in, and in the end it nearly forced you away, but before you left the burning shack, still smoldering mysteriously, a beam collapsed and rang against iron, the bracers of a large chest. It could repel falling wood, but it cannot repel you. Money. Then another battle. Then another battle. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's thinking. It's struggling. Uh-oh. We good? Stream crashed? Nice. Nice. Yeah, the game struggled too. Hiccup. Hiccup. We back. Ba ba ba. It just like struggled loading the level. So. Freaked out for a sec? Yeah, I bet. Hi Ginger, how are you, miss? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, man, this game is taxing on my system. I don't know. I'm not really sure why. Doesn't look like it should be. No more than other ones we've played. But it sure is. Just a little twitch. Buado. So funny. So funny. Oh, I don't really have good range here. I'm gonna hop into this little bog to fight people. That's no good. Also, I don't see stream. Be right back. Does anyone else see stream? Hope so. Oh, I can start my villager in the bog. That's something. Range unit over here. I'm afraid if I put my wolf out, I'm gonna kill it. Okay. Villager. Wallop. Acolyte. Wallop. This guy. Stand in the way. And then we'll move our main unit over this way. Says I'm offline. Interesting. I don't feel offline. OBS feels offline. We'll see how much murder I can do before the stream crashes. Getting 2 battles in before failure doesn't feel very good. Okay, I'm gonna have to prevent this guy from dying. When you opened a new tab, you weren't showing up in the following list? What does that mean? Looks like I'm online in my stream preview thing. Although it's a blank screen for me. Interesting. If I go to my page, it doesn't show me live. Oh. But you can still watch my stream on Twitch? Huh? This is new. That's a new one. Okay, well. Down on YouTube? I mean, I'm streaming. Oh, now it shows that I'm streaming. It says I've been live for 5 seconds. Down on YouTube? I mean, I'm streaming. So if you don't refresh the page, I'm live. Does that mean it's sending out go live notifications like every 2 seconds? Stream was happening, but PC issue. Sparrow isn't crazy, right? I don't know, man. What does my VOD channel say? Is it spamming that I'm live over and over? Oh no, that's different. Where's my, do I have a go live thing? Maybe not anymore. Anyway, I don't know. We might have to switch games. Says I've been live for 2 minutes. Yeah, try 28. Nice. Yeah, nothing understands what's going on. I see. Okay. Well, that's no good. Hate that for me. But I guess we press on. Everyone's got different stream timers and stuff. I guess I can't play this game with OBS open. That's what I'm learning. Just doesn't work. Which is unfortunate, because again, it doesn't really feel like that taxing of a game, but OBS seems to think otherwise. For reasons I don't particularly understand. So we could fight all these guys, or I could run to this little safety square and call it a day. I think is what I'm gonna do, because I've already lost a unit. Single grotesque bubble pops in the bog. It flings mud across your shins. You will not miss this place. That's true. Now, where you take the shiny things affects where you go on the map. Punisher. Not seen a Punisher before. 2 damage, 3 movement. Sure, dude. You sound like fun. Now, there was only one path out of there anyway, so we just had to take it. Oh yeah, ad starts in a minute. Nice. So every time my stream restarts, it's gonna throw up ads. Nice. We love ads, and I don't get any revenue for the extra ads they play. Nice. The valley ahead cannot be crossed directly. You'll have to choose between a narrow ledge or an occupied bog. Oh, they mean this narrow ledge? Yeah, fat chance, dude. Look at those units over there. I don't think any of these people are fighting each other. You can find groups that do fight each other, which is fun. But a bit rare, I guess. This is my new and improved Punisher. Alright, let's dive in. So this guy sees pretty far, actually. Anyone coming in this area is going to be seen, which is no good. Just come over here and swan dive. Take out a unit. Do the same thing over here. Take out a unit. Do the same thing here and take out a unit. And then just have this guy bring up to the rear. Oh, he did see someone still. That's no good. So I'll have to have him kill. That acolyte's gonna see me now, though. Move this guy out of the way. Oh wait, this guy sees across the gap. That's no good. Snipe him. And then I'll just whack this fella. Nothing that my villager can't handle. The sightlines on some of these people are pretty wild. Move my big strong unit up here first, and then we'll have everyone else kind of follow in tow. And then no one sees me currently, so no one moves up. I think I'll just kind of keep these people back here. Then actually he can move up and slaughter this guy, which is good because that guy's really strong. Yeah, because I have defense, these guys that only hit for 1 do nothing to me. These guys each only hit for 1, 2. My villager can handle that. Oh, OBS is freaking out again. Very good. I watch all my peripherals like blink. All my like whatever stream stats in my chat thing and activity feed, they all like go black. I should just take my tech issues as a warning to just never stream again, and I should listen to said warning. How the heck did this guy actually walk across that gap? I can't walk across the gaps. Rocks clatter as a body slides into the valley. You are far, far out of earshot by the time it reaches the bottom. It's a long hole. Punisher again or a knife thrower? Punisher all the way. 2 mystery encounters here. A roll of the dice then. Yields money. Let's go. Or you could take it as a warning to replace your PC. I mean, I could. I'd say you aren't sure of your own objectives. An acolyte or a knife thrower? We take the acolyte. Seeing as you game daily. I sure do. I probably beat this thing into the ground over the years. 3 figures hover around a well. The instant you come into view, one of them flees, while the other 2 freeze. One of them looks stronger than the other, and so you consider offering that one water in exchange for service. A lot of words to say. You get to pick a unit. One of them does look stronger than the other. We take the occultist. And then this is the boss battle. When it craps out, you have to wait for the parts in a new one. Yeah, that's true. I'll have to find something better to do, like playing games on my gaming laptop.